They want us to find an acute angle, which means it's something between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. So I'll just draw some random angle like this that satisfies this trig equation. So whenever we're trying to do trig we're trying to do trig based on an angle, you draw the angle roughly where it's supposed to go. Always make a right angle with the x-axis. And for my students, I always teach to do it with a hypotenuse of 1. Okay, that means we're drawing this angle within the unit circle. Okay. So now with that all plugged in, now we have to figure out what these other side lengths are. And so there's special triangles that I encourage students to memorize, because if you memorize these, then you don't have to memorize every single trig value. Okay, draw these triangles in the unit circle, so a hypotenuse of 1. And then if you have an angle of 30 degrees with this type of triangle, then you have 1/2 as the opposite side. If you have an angle of 60, then you've got square root of 3 over 2. So those are good triangles to write down again and again until you've got them memorized. Sorry, that's one triangle. Here's the other one. If you have a 45-degree angle, then this is an isosceles triangle. Both sides should be the same, and they're both going to be square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so to figure out how secant of theta is going to be 2, we need to figure out what angle is supposed to go in there, 30, 60, or 45. And so you could just do some guessing. Let's just guess, let me make sure I get it wrong. Let's guess 60. And according to our special triangle, if you have an angle of 60 degrees, then the opposite is square root of 3 over 2. Oh man, I think I got it right on accident. And the adjacent's 1/2. Okay. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So secant is the hypotenuse divided by the adjacent. I did get it right on accident. I was trying to get it wrong at the beginning. But secant is always whatever the hypotenuse is of your triangle divided by the adjacent side of theta. So here's angle theta. What's adjacent is 1/2. And the hypotenuse is 1. But look, if you do 1 divided by 1/2, that makes 2. So 60 degrees is the correct answer here. Okay. I plugged in 60. I tried it out with my secant ratio with the hypotenuse over the adjacent, and it turned out to be true. So secant of theta equals 60. Or in terms of radians, that's pi over 3, right? Divided by 180, stick a pi on there. So either of those two.